Well, it wouldn't be January without a Jason Statham action movie, now would it? What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Movie Emporium's movie review of Shelter, the newest Jason Statham January action movie that is directed by Rick Roman Waugh. Okay, leave it to Jason Statham to become the action January man, a gentleman who is an ex-military agent who is either having to go on a revenge quest, having to protect someone, or being Jason Statham with his military martial arts skills. So this movie, Shelter, sees Jason Statham as an ex-military agent who's on the run, who's hidden from the people that he was working for called Black Kite, were run by Bill Nighy's character. And in the process, he helps out this young girl who loses her uncle in a boating accident, who's played by Bodhi Breathnach, who was actually in Hamlet. And basically, when they find out where he's at, they go after him, and he goes on a not really revenge quest, but a rescue quest to save this girl and keep her safe, while the military hunts him down and tries to kill him because he is a loose end. So I think you've heard that story before, and you know, because it's January, that Jason Statham is doing these types of movies. So there you go. So once again, before the review, Jason Statham is become the action January man. As I said, every January there is a Jason Statham movie that comes out, and it usually is this type of genre, this type of synopsis, beekeeper, so on and so forth. So it's not a bad genre to be in for Jason Statham. It's also not a bad time for him to be in it because it'll make money. It's Jason Statham, so he will garner a pretty good fan base. And I mean, it's a pretty decent cast. Like I said, Bodhi Breathnach is the main kind of co-lead in this movie, who plays Jesse, who once again was in Hamlet. This is a movie that has Daniel Mays and Naomi Ackie and Bill Nighy and Gordon Alexander and Tom Wu. So it's not like it's a movie that wasn't going to be like the greatest thing ever, but I'm assuming it was going to be the least fun, like his other movies are, that deal with him just kicking the crap out of people. And once again, this is a movie about him trying to protect a girl who is the target now of this military group. So yeah, that is kind of where it lands. I mean, I didn't expect anything more. I didn't expect anything less out of this movie. This is not going to be a very long review because, to be fairly honest, these movies are very similar. They're very kind of by the book. They do exactly what Jason Statham is known for doing, which is kicking ass and taking no names. He's a guy that in these movies has dimension, not really dimension, but he has kind of level of depthness to him, and a level of he doesn't want to be the guy that has to fulfill these missions, but he's put in a predicament where he has to. And he's just a guy that wants to be safe and sound and kind of to himself. He has a dog in this movie. To be fairly honest, that's kind of where it lands. I mean, once the action starts rolling, you know exactly where it's going to head. You know exactly how this movie's going to play out. You know exactly how it's going to end. And it doesn't do anything that kind of rocks the boat for Jason Statham. This isn't an Oscar play. It's just a fun action R-rated romp for a guy who is an action R-rated actor, to be fairly honest. He's going to be attacked by bad guys, and that's just kind of how it rolls. And you're either going to be with it or you're not. And that's just kind of what it does. But it's also interesting that Rick Roman Waugh is doing another movie for January of 2026 because he is the director that's put out 2 films in a very early year of filmmaking, to be fairly honest. So it makes me wonder, if Greenland or this movie were pushed back. But I don't know. Rick Roman Waugh is a very talented, very good action director. I think he shoots very well. I think he has a lot of great style and his substance. It's not the most action-packed thing you'll ever see, but it's competent. Like when the chase sequences happen, when people are put in the frame, when they are the action sequences when he fights people. Similar to Greenland 2, it's not like the best thing you'll ever see. It's not like the greatest action set piece you'll ever see, but it's competent enough where it makes sense. It's very easy to follow. It's very cool to watch. Like I said, the car chase sequence in this movie is top-notch stuff. And so therefore, it's on a technical level, it's a competent movie with a lot of great moments when it comes to its action set pieces. But what really holds this movie back and what holds a lot of these movies back are, to be fairly honest, the story. They're all the same. They all do the exact same. They all put Jason Statham in the exact same predicament. They all allow him to be a badass and allow him to be a guy that is going to, that you're going to have to be scared of and stuff like that. And they try to give him some levity and some, humanity when it comes to him and this girl that he has to protect. And, he comes across a guy that he's known for a while who's played by Daniel Mays. And, you have the Bill Nighy character who plays the quote unquote, lead of this group of mercenaries. And once again, that's kind of where it lands. That's all it is just another January Jason Statham action movie. So that's why I say he's very similar to Will Smith when it comes to, this is his era of movies when they come out. This is the time of year that his movies come out, and this is when they make the most money, is January, to be fairly honest, because you're not getting a lot of else to come out. And Jason Statham is a pretty well liked individual when it comes to his movies, so I definitely understand why they would do something like this. But Bodhi Ray is pretty decent as Jessie. I think she does a competent job. Bill Nighy does a competent job. Naomi Ackie does a competent job. Daniel Mays does a competent job. Gordon Alexander does a competent job. I mean, it's just, in the end, it's a movie that is a competently put together movie. I think Rick Roman Waugh is a director that I have a lot of faith in. It does a pretty competent, grouping of filmmaking. That's kind of where it lands. And once again, it's not the most beautiful looking movie. It's not the most structured when it comes to what it's trying to do, but it's a fun hour and 40 minutes at the theater. So there you go. Anyways, with that said, that is my review of the newest January Jason Statham movie called Shelter, which will be out in theaters. So thank you so much for watching. In the comments below, what is your favorite type of movie of this, ilk when it comes to Jason Statham? Is it something like The Beekeeper? Is it something like Wrath of Man? Let me know in the comments. But otherwise, if you like what you see on the channel, hit the subscribe button to join Movie Emporium. Hit that notification bell at the top to find what's coming next. If you like this video, awesome. Hit that like button. And as always, we'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out, guys.